Welcome back to Real Talk About Feminism podcast, you guys.
Our Be Real just went off. We're going to take it real quick. We have been waiting for it to go off while we're recording. Okay, so
we're doing it. I'm going to do mine on me, and then I'm switching to you. You do yours first, okay? I'll smile.
Cute! Okay, send.
Okay, let me do mine.
Okay.
You ready? And now on you. Yay!
Cute. We have been waiting forever.
Yes, it went off. Literally 2 months ago, we made that TikTok that was like, when you're recording and you're waiting for Be Real to go off. Cute. Okay. We had to take business first. We did our Be Reals. Now we have our full attention on you guys.
Welcome back to a brand new episode. Today is a really interesting topic that I actually learned from a class. Surprise, I actually learned something
from college.
I was like zoned out. I was watching this video and then I was like, crap, this is actually like a really cool thing that I'm interested in. And so I wrote it down.
Good for you.
Yeah. How has life been?
Life is good. You know what I mean?
Is that a reference? No.
You know the song Life is Good by Drake?
Oh.
Like,
I'd have to hear it. I would have to hear it.
Okay. That was my pump up song in Rexburg, so that's why. Life is good, honestly. No complaints here. I've been really feeling the fall vibes since our episode last week.
Seriously, that was fun.
Yeah, so yeah, life is good. No updates for me. How's your life?
Good. I feel like I'm actually like in a really good spot and yeah, everything's been pretty good so far.
Anything you want to share?
No, not really.
All right.
All right. Let's get into our obsessions.
Okay.
We both looked at each other like, do you want to go first? Okay, so mine, for some reason, I feel like this is a sign to me because I have seen multiple TikToks about this.
Okay.
I am really obsessed with learning more about eating for and like based on my cycle.
Oh.
And remember with Rini, our episode we did with her, how she
Love your moon cycle.
Yeah, so she talked a little bit about like with our cyclical cycles, how we should cyclical cycles, how our cycle is what am I trying to say?
We are cyclical.
We are cyclical.
Yeah.
Okay, wrong wording. So since we are cyclical as women, we should be eating based on our cycle, right? The different phases in the cycle.
Yeah.
So I saw many TikToks about it and I want to start learning more about it.
Cool. Okay, I love that. I mean, obviously it's very beneficial. I've been really tuned into my cycle right now more than I ever have been in my life. Just like being very aware of how my body is feeling. Because I know that the change of my hormones really triggers migraines at certain points.
Right. So you kind of have to be.
Yeah. So I've been more in tune with that. And it is really nice to know, like, okay, I am ovulating today, or I'm ovulating in a few days, or I'm in the luteal phase of my cycle, like stuff like that. Like, I just love it. So I would be interested in going on that journey with you. And like I said in last week's episode, I've been obsessed with cooking meals for us.
Right. So
we can do that.
Yeah, we can work together on that.
Are we on? We're not on the same cycle. We're going to sync up eventually.
I'm going to ovulate in 2 days.
I just ovulated yesterday.
Okay. Yeah, we will sync up at some point. Okay. Like, exactly. Sync up. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, that's a fun obsession. My obsession, did you see Megan Thee Stallion's new mental health website?
Yes, I saw it today.
It's called Bad Bees. Okay, we're a clean podcast. It's called Bad Bees Have Bad Days Too, because it's from one of her songs.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, and she has a bunch of resources, especially targeting like the Black community, mental health resources for the Black community especially, but for everyone.
Right. She breaks it down like between men and women too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and like she has resources for like trans kids and like just all different groups. I think it's very inclusive. I think I like that she breaks the resources down by different groups because, you know, you might feel more comfortable as a woman going to resources that are made for women, by women,
right.
You know, like, so yeah, I love it. That's my obsession. I think like,
I just think she's such a cool person.
Yeah.
Like, I love her music.
Graduated college.
But literally, she graduated college. Like, she's like doing other things than just trying to build her singing career, right?
Yeah.
Rapping career, whatever.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm obsessed with that. That's
I
my
am
obsession.
obsessed with that too. Nice
Yeah,
one.
thank you.
Okay. Cool. Well, let's get into the feminist highlight before we start talking about the Wodaabe
Oh,
tribe.
wait, can I say something?
Yes,
I feel like I'm channeling sports energy right now.
you are.
I have my hair in a ponytail, which I look like a founding father.
No, 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 no. Trust me, you don't.
So don't judge me. But I have my hair in a ponytail and I have this I thrifted this actually. It's a Champion uh windbreaker, I
Hmm.
guess. Um
But it's like varsity jacket
yeah,
style.
it's giving varsity jacket. It's like pink and orange.
It's
Um
cute.
Thank you. Yeah, I just feel like an athlete. I don't
You're just like, you have a sporty aesthetic
I
right
have a
now.
sporty if I had like some cute sneakers on, this would be a really cute outfit.
Hmm.
Anyways, I just had to say that. I just feel like I'm channeling sports energy.
I like it. I
Thank
went
you.
straight comfy. I'm literally wearing sweats and a t-shirt.
Good for you.
Yeah, thank you.
You look good.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Why are you laughing? All right. Today's feminist highlight is Melissa Ralph. I'm not sure how to say it. According to
That
me,
is your baby.
well, I don't know how to say it.
Not knowing how to pronounce their name.
Whatever. Melissa Ralph.
It's
That's what
okay.
I'm going
Bad
with.
days have bad days too. Okay, sorry, what
Uh,
you?
According to Meow.com, Melissa Ralph, 20, a student at King's College London, participated in the beauty pageant semifinals in London in early August without any makeup. And the
Oh,
judges were astounded by her unaltered beauty. And she said the reason she decided to compete barefaced, like she had nothing on.
wow.
The reason she decided to was because she wanted to encourage women to feel confident about their natural beauty and
Wow.
basically just like embrace their naturalness and accept
Mhm.
their own beauty
Love
naturally.
that.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me, but good for her.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Like it's a beauty pageant and she
Yeah.
didn't wear makeup. That's a huge part of it.
Yeah. It's a huge part of it.
Mhm.
Everyone's wearing way too much makeup, in my opinion. Everyone's wearing a crap ton of makeup
Mhm.
to the point where you look airbrushed,
Right,
and she's
right.
wearing nothing,
Like
and
the
I'm sure
point
looks
is to look
beautiful.
quote unquote perfect,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I love
she
that.
absolutely slayed though. Like her picture's like
Yeah,
gorgeous
I'm
still.
sure.
Mhm.
Good for her.
All right.
That's cool. That's a cool
Yeah.
message. I like that.
It is cool.
Yeah. All right, diving into the episode. I'm excited for this one because it's another one of those topics that I have literally no knowledge about.
Okay.
So I'm right along with the listeners in learning from you, and I'm excited.
Cool. Then I will start then. So, a little context. This class that I'm taking, it's called Love and Sex, and it studies like
Just
it
kidding.
we're studying like feminist themes and queer themes, and it's a really interesting class actually. It's not
That's
anything I
cool.
expected. So this as you guys will see, like you'll see how it fits into that class and why
Mhm.
I was like we have to talk about this.
Yeah.
So, this is about the Wodaabe Tribe's festival called Gerewol, and I'm going to provide some background and context on the Wodaabe tribe itself.
Okay, I was just about to ask for that.
Yes. So it's a Nordic tribe, and they travel around Nigeria, Niger, Cameroon, Chad, and Central Republic of Africa. And they migrate to different places depending on the season.
Okay, cool.
There were differing sources on their religious beliefs, but they're mostly considered Islamic. Like they would fall
Okay,
under Islam.
okay.
Or
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know the wording. But they would fall under Islamic religion.
okay.
They speak the Fula language, and it's actually interesting because in Fula, Wodaabe means people of the taboo.
Hmm,
And as I was like going into the deep rabbit hole of research for this episode, a lot of people think that it's like kind of a taboo group of people because of some of
interesting.
their practices and the way that they like present themselves. So it just is interesting.
Okay, cool.
Their entire livelihood is dependent on herding cattle. Like they are nomads, so they migrate from place to
Oh,
place
with their
and they have
cattle.
cattle.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and the video footage is very cool because it's like hundreds of cattle. It's not just like a few.
Mhm.
So the milk from the cattle, they trade it for millet, and the millet is used to make porridge, which is their staple
Oh, yeah,
food. Like
isn't that like a grain?
yeah, they
Yeah,
have just a very like basic diet.
okay.
So if they don't have cows, like it makes it difficult to make their food.
Yeah,
In the Wodaabe tribe, beauty is a core value for them. and the men's beauty is prized over the women's beauty in most cases.
Imagine being born ugly.
I know, literally, we're gonna get into that, girl, it's crazy.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
um, it's just interesting because it's so different than our culture,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So, Gerewol itself, I mentioned it's a festival. It's a beauty pageant ceremony. It's like this huge 7-day, 7-night event.
Hmm.
Like they literally go all out for it. And actually, the location and the time is kept secret until it gets closer.
What?
Yeah, it's a big deal. And it takes place at the end of the rainy season.
Okay. Wait, this is one tribe?
So, nobody quote me on this, please, because there were like, I saw a few sources about the setup because it's like a whole group of
Group of
people,
people?
but
Yeah.
they're divided into smaller groups.
Okay.
And some sources said it was based on lineage and then it was getting into like feuds between them and stuff. I was like, that is too much. I don't understand what's going on
Okay.
here. So, yes, there's like the people and then groups of people,
Okay,
smaller
cool.
groups,
That makes sense.
more like family units, I guess. So I mentioned like it's a week-long event
Yeah.
and it's crazy. So this gear wall ceremony, it's a time for men to find wives, regardless of if the women are already married. Yeah,
What?
it's crazy. In the
It's like
video,
polygamy.
yes, it's a polygamous group.
Okay.
Yeah, the tribe is polygamous and then the other term like polygynous, there's another term, but basically like non-monogamous
Okay.
for some couples. Um
Like polyamory?
It was a different one that I
Okay.
read.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but, polygamy is definitely
Yeah.
a theme. I will link the video that I watched, I believe it's from Nat Geo, but I'll link it in the show notes, it was fascinating.
Okay.
In the video I watched, one of the men was talking about how his wife wouldn't mind if he married another woman, but then he added, like, if he brought home a girlfriend, that would be different, like, his wife would be extremely upset, but if he decided to just marry her, it's not a big deal. And he
Hmm.
was speaking generally, so it wasn't just about their marriage.
It was
Like,
about like their culture.
yeah, just about their culture.
Why? Maybe because like a girlfriend, you're like trying to court them.
Maybe, but he was just like so
Hmm.
you should just watch the
That's
video. It's like a
interesting.
5-minute video, but he
Okay.
was just so nonchalant the way he was talking about it cuz like to me I'm like that's like not a thing in our culture, in our
No.
society. So it was an interesting point that he made like you can marry a girl, but like you can't have a girlfriend when
Hmm.
you're married already.
Interesting.
They so the women can also choose brand new husbands at Gerewol as well.
Brand
Like,
new
they can
husbands.
literally be married, choose a different husband, and leave the husband they're with.
Do they legally get married though?
That is a great question. I
Or do
never
they just
considered that.
decide like we're married now?
I literally have no idea because I
Okay.
don't know how that works in other continents and other countries,
Yeah.
right? Very interesting. I have no freaking idea.
I feel like it's probably not a legal marriage if you can just decide you want a new husband.
I don't know though. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But it is interesting because I'll get into it.
Okay.
I'll explain. Because it's the men's responsibility to attract a women's attention, they often invest a ton of time, money, and effort into their appearance. The most attractive features seen by the women of the Wodaabe tribe are white, very white teeth, a long nose, big eyes, and light skin.
Okay.
So, if you look up pictures of the Wodaabe tribe, you're going to see the men widening their eyes like crazy. Yeah, look it up right now.
Okay.
It's spelled Wodaabe. And you're gonna see pictures of the men with their eyes very wide open because that's attractive to the women.
Okay. I'm looking right now. Oh, I'm seeing.
Yes.
I'm
I'm
looking and I'm
seeing.
seeing.
It's
Okay,
kind of, like,
that's a little
shocking
scary
at
to
first,
me.
a little bit, yeah,
Okay,
but that's
cool.
part of their ritual.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
It is cool to go
Yeah,
look
in
up.
all of these pictures, they all have like very wide eyes.
Yes, and their teeth are very white. It's
Yeah,
interesting to look up pictures to provide context. I really recommend you do that if, like, you're not driving or you have a minute because it's cool to see how they look during the festival
cool.
because you
Yeah,
can tell it's such an important thing to them. They put everything into it.
yeah. That is cool.
Yeah, and it's all
Definitely look up the pictures because that adds to it.
definitely, and it's also interesting because their standards of beauty are not the same that we have.
Yeah.
So, very different.
Mhm.
I found an article from an author, and like a world traveler. His name is Trevor Cole. And this article was from Africa Geographic, and he actually went, and that's really rare.
Oh, to the beauty pageant?
He actually went, and he wrote about his account and his experience when he went to Gerewol, and he experienced it firsthand. He gave some details about the festival. This is a quote from Trevor. The dances are the focal point of the festival, with the main dance spectacle being the yake. Here, the men line up and put on their best show, while three women, who are specially chosen as judges by the male tribal elders based on their fortitude and patience, pick the most attractive male. And I mentioned one of their core values is beauty. So he also mentioned like fortitude and patience. Those are core values that are instilled in them since birth as well.
Okay.
And then he also added that sometimes they dance like birds of prey or peacocks. And it really is like a mating ritual.
Mhm.
And as you probably saw in the pictures, they have like plumes of feathers from like
Mhm.
headdresses and in their clothes and stuff. So that kind of symbolizes too like the whole peacock, like male
Yeah.
mating ritual. I want to share a couple other quotes that he said.
Okay.
To participate in the Gerewol, the women must have menstruated before the festival. Effectively, when choices are made, the women know they are going to have sex with the chosen Wodaabe male if the male accepts them. This
Oh.
may be a one night affair or it may last for longer, sometimes culminating in marriage. So, after reading that, it's clear that marriage isn't always the goal. Like, a woman can choose a man
Hmm.
and just say, "Hey, let's hook up for the night," basically, right?
Literally.
And then continuing, Trevor said, "Men may have a few wives, with the second or third wife regarded in good stead by the first wife." So they're
So the
all in
first wife
agreement.
has to accept it.
Yeah, it's like all consensual, they're all in agreement. This is
Okay.
just a very ingrained part of their society.
Okay.
If a husband is infertile, he may ask a fellow tribesman to impregnate his wife. And in some cases, men will allow their wives to have sex with more handsome men so that they can have more handsome children.
What?
Children are seen as a sign of machismo, wealth, and labor, and having many children helps to offset the high infant and child mortality rate. So when you said that would suck to be born ugly, like literally, if you are ugly,
You don't have
you ask
sex?
basically, yeah, because I don't know their birth control stances, but like you ask a man, a handsome man, to go impregnate your wife, so you can have like
Ooh.
really nice kids.
Honestly, like, all of that sounds like breeding grounds for, like, incest.
I don't know. I have no idea. It's not like a huge tribe. It's not like a small one, but it's not
Mhm.
huge by any means.
Yeah. No, honestly, like, okay, I have a lot of thoughts.
Yeah, I wanna hear. I've kinda just been talking.
So, the quote from the journalist or the
Mhm.
guy who went and saw the beauty pageant, it's so interesting that it's judged by women
Yeah, and
because it's
it's
like,
3 women that are chosen.
yeah, it's completely flipped. It's like when you think about like beauty pageants here, not that it's like a traditional beauty pageant, but like when you think of beauty pageants here, it's like men judging women and
Right, the concept is the same. You're judging people based off their appearance mostly.
uh-huh, exactly. But the thing is like, um, so I had a thought when you said at the beginning that beauty is like a core value for them.
Mhm.
I was thinking in my head, at least they're upfront about it because beauty is a core value in our society too, but we pretend like it's
Hands
not.
down. Hands down, that's
We
such a good
just
point.
pretend like it's not.
We really
So I'm
do.
like, at least they're upfront about it and they're owning the fact that like the more attractive people are treated better. Is it like is it right? No. But obviously like the more attractive people get to have sex with more women
Mhm.
and get to have more kids like if that's their core value.
Right.
So it was just interesting because I'm like that is a core value in our society, but people pretend like it's not.
For sure.
So
That's a really good point. Very interesting, Bessie.
yeah, thank
Do
you.
you have any other thoughts?
I just think it's interesting. Like it's very I honestly like that they're so upfront about it. Like and obviously like I mean, hopefully this is the case, but like everyone's consenting and
Mhm.
like I like that if a man is going to have another wife, the other like the first wife has to be in agreement with it.
Right, like the
Because
first wife has say.
yeah,
Yeah.
because when you look at like polygamous
With, like, the
groups.
FLDS
Yeah,
and
yeah, I'm thinking
other
of the
groups.
FLDS, like, it
Mhm.
doesn't matter what the wife
No,
thinks. It's all about what the man wants.
exactly.
So, like, as long as everyone's in agreement, like, you do you.
Yeah, I did read, though, Trevor, that
Mhm.
traveler guy that wrote the article, he did mention, because it said after you menstruate for the first time, you can participate. So how old do you think some of the girls
Yeah,
are?
literally 12.
So that's problematic.
That's
But
problematic.
that's that's the way their society is.
Mhm.
So, um, their appearance during the festival, I kinda wanna touch on this too because that's, like, a huge aspect of it,
Yeah.
right? So, again, please go look at pictures, and I'll obviously post all the articles in my sources. Go watch the video, it's so interesting for 5 minutes of your time
Mhm.
to learn about a different
Culture,
society, a
yeah.
different culture. During the festival, the men, their faces are all colorfully painted,
Mhm.
and because I mentioned the women see lighter skin is more attractive, so they'll paint, like, lighter tones or white or yellow, orange, lighter colors. They wear vibrant outfits that are adorned with buttons, feathers, beads, etc. They wear all sorts of jewelry. I mentioned the feathered plumes that come from the
Yeah.
headdresses. Tattoos and body paint are a big part of their culture, anyways,
Okay.
but some of the men will add even more before the festival to try and,
Okay.
beef up their
Yeah,
appearance a
they're
little
like,
bit.
I need more
Yeah,
tattoos."
because they start from a young age as well. I've seen a lot of pictures of kids that have tattoos on their face and on their
Mm.
arms. It's very
They're like
interesting.
fresh ink before the pageant.
Literally. Line it up, come on. Trevor Cole, the journalist, he also said that he feels that their dress and appearance is what we view, like, in Western society as more feminine in our culture, but
Oh,
that's the standard of beauty and attractiveness in theirs. So
interesting.
looking at the pictures, do you kind of agree?
I do kind of agree, actually.
It looks more feminine,
Yeah.
the way that the men dress for the festival.
Yeah, yeah, they have, like, longer skirts, and they're wearing sandals, and they have makeup on, like,
Mhm.
or face paint, whatever, it looks like makeup. That's cool.
Very cool. That's all I have on the Wodaabe tribe. Let me know if you guys would be interested in learning more. Like, I would love to do a part 2 and
Mhm.
dive a little further.
Yeah.
But do you have any other thoughts before we end, or
I just think it's really interesting. I think it's a very interesting topic. If listeners are interested, we could do a part 2 because I'm sure there's so much more to dive into.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think it's interesting to learn about different cultures, especially like how like in their culture, everything about how we do things is completely flipped over there. Like they do
Exactly.
it the complete opposite way.
Exactly.
So I think that's interesting.
Well, very cool. As I said, DM us. Our Instagram is at Real Talk About Feminism Pod. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know if you've heard about this before or if you are interested in more information.
Hmm.
Our TikTok is the same as our Instagram, and all of that is linked in the show notes.
Yep. And if you want to subscribe to the email newsletter, then you can do that by going to our website and filling out the contact form, and you'll get one email a month. Or
A week.
one email a week, just with any of the resources that we discuss. We'll link that video in there, and we'll link some pictures of the tribe. So, yeah, subscribe to that email newsletter, and we will talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.